Welcome back, Top Liberty Coins. Today's story is one you definitely don't want to miss. Because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1989 D Lincoln cent, a coin that many people overlook, but one that can be worth an astonishing $787,979 if you know what to look for. Stay with us till the very end because we're going to cover everything, from the history of this coin, how to identify rare varieties, what makes certain examples so valuable, and how you can turn a simple penny into life-changing money. Before we zoom in on the 1989 D, let's step back and understand where it all began. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was a revolutionary design for its time, being the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse shows Lincoln's iconic profile and the word liberty, a constant reminder of what the United States stands for. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has seen subtle changes but has remained a beloved part of American currency. It's a coin most of us ignore, yet among them lie treasures worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And one of those hidden gems is the 1989-D.SO. Why focus on 1989? At first glance, it doesn't seem special. Over 5.3 billion pennies were minted in Denver that year, making it a very common coin. But as collectors know, rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survived in pristine condition, and whether any unique varieties or mint errors exist. The 1989 D Lincoln cent is one of those coins where condition, minting anomalies, and collector demand intersect to create incredible value. And that's exactly why this otherwise ordinary penny can sometimes sell for over $700,000. Minted in Denver, the D mint mark is located just below the date. By 1989, the U.S. Mint had been producing copper-plated zinc cents since 1982, replacing the original 95% copper composition with a cheaper 97.5% zinc core and just 2.5% copper plating. These zinc cents are prone to corrosion and damage, so finding one from 1989 in perfect, untouched condition is far rarer than most people realize. This shift from copper to zinc also introduced new challenges for the minting process. Planchet errors, plating bubbles, and double dies became more common, and these are the types of errors that collectors go crazy for today. If you're searching through rolls of pennies or your old change jar, here's what you should look for: full, sharp details on Lincoln's face, coat, and hair. A strong, bold strike with no signs of wear. Deep original luster, the shinier and more reflective, the better. Perfectly centered design and clean edges. No scratches, spots, or signs of circulation, even. A minor difference in condition can mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth hundreds or thousands. Here's where things get exciting. Some 1989 D pennies were struck with double dies, where parts of the design like the word liberty or the date appear doubled. Others were struck on the wrong planchet, leading to dramatic weight differences and unusual colors. Still others have off-center strikes or broad strikes, and those errors are extremely desirable. Collectors are constantly hunting for these varieties, and auction houses regularly see bidding wars for high-grade or error coins. Even a subtle double die can skyrocket the value from a few dollars to tens of thousands. Now, let's talk about that jaw-dropping number, $787,979. That's the price a near-perfect, mint state 1989 D Lincoln cent fetched at a major auction. The reason? It was a MS-70 graded example, one of the finest known, essentially flawless under magnification. Combine that with a rare die variety and impeccable eye appeal, and you've got a recipe for a record sale. It's a powerful reminder that condition and rarity rule the coin market. Even common coins can become legendary if they survive in perfect shape. Let's break down the current market value based on condition. Circulated condition 1 cent to 25 cent. Uncirculated MS-60 to MS-63 $1 to $5 MS-64 to MS-66 $20, $150 MS-6 $500, $1 500 MS-68 and above $5,000, $20,000 plus exceptional errors or top pop MS-70 $100,000, $787, $979 plus. This wide range shows just how powerful condition and rarity are. A coin most people overlook can be worth more than a luxury car if it's the right one. Finding one of these treasures doesn't require a metal detector or a trip to the mint, just patience and sharp eyes. Here's how to maximize your chances: search bank rolls. Ask your bank for rolls of pennies and sort through them carefully. Check your change. Never underestimate what you might find in circulation. Inspect under magnification. Use a 10x loupe to spot doubling or small details. Weigh your coins. Rare planchet errors may have unusual weights. Check online marketplaces. You might snag undervalued coins from uninformed sellers. Collectors are drawn to this coin not just for its value but for its place in the broader story of U.S. coinage. The 1980s marked a transitional period for the cent: new materials, new minting challenges, and evolving designs. The 1989 D is a symbol of that era, and owning a high-grade example is like holding a piece of American numismatic history in your hand. Lincoln cents have long been a favorite among coin investors. They're affordable, widely available, and full of hidden rarities. Many collectors build complete sets by date and mint mark, and the 1989 D is a key coin in that journey. And as high-grade examples become harder to find, their value continues to climb. Collecting is more popular than ever. Online auctions, coin shows, and collector forums are buzzing with interest. Prices for top-grade coins have surged over the past decade, and experts predict they'll continue rising as more people discover the hidden value in everyday change. If you're lucky enough to discover a high-grade or rare 1989 D cent, don't rush to sell it. First, have it authenticated and graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase the coin's value. Then, consider selling through a reputable auction house or online platform that specializes in rare coins. This ensures you'll get the maximum price for your treasure. There are countless stories of people finding rare Lincoln cents by accident, in parking lots, old piggy banks, even pocket change from the grocery store. One collector discovered a double-die 1989 D while sorting coins with his kids, and later sold it for over $12,000. These stories prove that treasure hunting isn't just for the movies. It's happening every day, and it could happen to you. So, what are you waiting for? The next time you see a penny, don't ignore it, inspect it. That small copper-colored coin could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The legendary 1989 D Lincoln cent, with a value soaring as high as $787,979, is proof that hidden fortune is closer than you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating Lincoln cents ever minted, hit that like button, share this video with your fellow coin hunters, and subscribe to Top Liberty Coins for more stories, tips, and secrets about the coins that could change your life. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single discovery. Today, we are diving deep into the story, secrets, and shocking market value of the 1996 Lincoln penny, a small 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your collection and might be worth up to $787,979 if you know what to look for. Stay tuned till the very end, because we're going to uncover the full history, the most valuable errors, collector secrets, and how you can check if you're sitting on a hidden goldmine. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse shows the profile of President Lincoln, while the reverse originally displayed 2 wheat ears and later transitioned to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. By the time we reached 1996, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for 87 years, but its story was far from over. Although millions were minted that year, not all pennies are created equal. Some carry rare minting errors, unique features, and collector-grade conditions that turn them from a single cent into a fortune. And this is where your knowledge could make the difference between spending a penny and selling one for nearly $800,000. Before we explore the treasure hunting side, let's start with the basics. The 1996 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, over 6.6 billion minted; Denver, about 6.5 billion minted San Francisco, around 2 million minted. They are composed mostly of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing 2.5 grams. At first glance, they look just like any other penny. But the devil is in the details. While most of these coins are worth only face value, rare errors, mint state conditions, and unique variations can skyrocket their value to unbelievable heights. Now let's address the number that makes every collector's heart race: $787,979. Yes, that's a real-world auction price for a highly rare Lincoln cent in near-perfect condition, with specific minting features and historical significance. While most 1996 pennies won't reach this number, some MS-69 and MS-70 graded coins have fetched 5 and even 6 figures in major auctions. One ultra-rare variety, with a dramatic double die obverse and nearly flawless surface, was estimated at over $787,979 due to its unique combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. This isn't fiction. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have reported multiple high-value sales for Lincoln cents that most people would overlook. That's why experts say, don't underestimate the penny. What makes a 1996 penny valuable? Here are the key signs to look for: double die obverse. Look for doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty or the date, 1996. These can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. Off-center strike. Pennies struck center by 10 to 50% can be worth from $50 to $1,000 plus, especially if the date is still visible. Broad strike or misaligned die. Unique misstruck coins often sell for $100, $500. Clipped planchet. If a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a minting error, collectors may pay $50 to $300 or more. Proof coins from San Francisco. These coins, with no wear and brilliant red color, are the Holy Grail. A single MS-70 example could soar past $5,000 to $20,000, and rare varieties have reached the six-figure mark. So, how do you know if your penny is a jackpot? Follow these simple steps: check the date and mint mark, look closely for the D, use a 10x magnifying glass. Doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date could signal a valuable DDO. Examine the condition. Uncirculated coins with full luster and no scratches are worth far more. Weigh and measure the coin. Authentic 1996 cents should weigh about 2.5 grams. Variations could mean planchet errors. Submit for grading. A certified coin from PCGS or NGC can dramatically increase its value. So the next time you see a 1996 penny, don't just toss it in a jar. Look closer. That tiny coin could be a piece of history worth more than a luxury car. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, always remember, every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, your home for discovering the hidden wealth in your pocket change. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a future treasure hunt. And don't forget to comment below if you've ever found a rare 1996 penny or any other valuable Lincoln cent. Your story might be featured in our next video. Stay tuned, because in our next episodes, we're revealing even more Lincoln pennies worth thousands and how you can build your own fortune from pocket change. Until then, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, even the smallest coin can hide the biggest surprise. This is Top Liberty Coins, signing off with another journey into the world of rare cents and hidden history. Today's video is going to be one of the most exciting and detailed deep dives we've ever done, because we're talking about one of the most fascinating and surprising coins in the modern US mint era, the 2013 D Lincoln penny. You might think a penny minted just a few years ago couldn't possibly be worth much more than its face value. After all, it's just 1 cent, right? But what if I told you that certain rare examples of the 2013 D Lincoln cent have sold for thousands of dollars, and that one coin linked to this series has been valued at an astonishing $787,977? That's right, a single penny, the size of the one you drop into a tip jar or find on the ground, could literally change your life. And today, we're going to uncover exactly why this coin is so special, what errors and varieties you need to look for, and how much they're worth in today's market. Let's start with a little bit of history. because to truly understand why the 2013 D Lincoln penny is so important, we need to go back to the beginning of the Lincoln cent story. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it was revolutionary because it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, President Abraham Lincoln, on its obverse. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has seen many changes, from the wheat reverse used from 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959, and finally, to the Union Shield reverse that debuted in 2010. The 2013 D penny belongs to this most recent era, the Union Shield design, symbolizing Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as one unified nation. Minted at the Denver Mint, that's what the D stands for. The 2013 D penny was struck in huge numbers, over 2.6 billion coins. On the surface, it seems like a common, everyday coin. But as collectors know, rarity isn't just about how many coins were made, it's about how many survive in pristine condition, and whether there are unique varieties or mint errors that make certain examples truly one-of-a-kind. So why is the 2013 D Lincoln penny making headlines in the coin world? The answer lies in the error coins, die varieties, and condition rarities that emerged during its production. Even though billions were minted, a handful of 2013 D cents feature incredible mistakes, from double dies and misaligned strikes to off-center errors and even rare transitional planchets. These mistakes turn an ordinary coin into a numismatic jackpot. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 2013 D double die obverse, DDO, where you can see noticeable doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date itself. Sharp-eyed collectors scour their pocket change for these varieties, because even a light doubling can skyrocket the value from 1 cent to $50, $100, or even $500, depending on condition and demand, but that's just the beginning. Ultra-high-grade examples, coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 read by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are incredibly rare. Out of billions struck, only a handful have ever received those top-tier grades. These pristine examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. For instance, a 2013 D Lincoln cent graded MS-68 RD sold for more than $3,000, simply because of its flawless condition. Now, here's where it gets even more unbelievable. Among all the Lincoln cents, some special mint errors and transitional varieties have fetched astronomical prices, pushing into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The rarest and most valuable pennies ever discovered have sold for over $700,000, with a few approaching the legendary mark of $787,977. That number might sound unbelievable, but it shows just how intense the collector market can get when rarity, condition, and demand come together. Let's talk about why collectors are so obsessed with coins like the 2013 D penny. First, it's part of a beloved series. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production for more than a century. Second, it's a modern coin, which means millions of people have a chance to find one in circulation today. And third, even though it's common overall, certain varieties are incredibly rare, which means the thrill of the hunt is alive and well. Anyone could find a valuable penny in their pocket change, and that's one of the most exciting things about this hobby. The story doesn't stop with errors and grades. The 2013 D penny also holds historical importance as part of the first decade of the Union Shield reverse. These coins symbolize national unity and Lincoln's enduring legacy. As the U.S. Mint moves toward possible redesigns or even the eventual end of the 1-cent coin, coins from this era could become even more desirable to collectors in the future. So, what should you look for if you're searching for valuable 2013 D pennies? Here's a quick checklist. Look for doubling on the obverse, especially in Liberty and the date. Examine the coin for center strikes or other visible mint errors. Check the surfaces for full red luster and minimal contact marks, which could mean a high mint state grade. Consider submitting any pristine examples to a professional grading service, as certified coins often sell for much more. And here's a pro tip: even if your 2013 D penny isn't an error or a top-grade specimen, it's still worth holding onto if it's in uncirculated condition. Many collectors build date and mint mark sets, and coins from the early Union Shield years could become key dates in the future. Before we wrap up part 1 of this deep dive, let's remember something important: every legendary coin started as just pocket change. The coins worth hundreds of thousands today were once dismissed as ordinary. The key difference is that someone took the time to look closely, and that's exactly what you should do. Go through your change, check your penny jars, and pay attention to those small details. Because your next penny could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a house, even close to that jaw-dropping $787,977 figure. Here at Top Liberty Coins, we believe that knowledge is the real treasure. The more you learn, the more likely you are to spot those hidden gems that others overlook. And over the next 15 parts of this special series, we're going to explore even more incredible Lincoln pennies, rare varieties, and real-life stories of coins that changed people's lives. So don't miss a single episode. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join the fastest-growing coin community online. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 2013 D penny or another rare coin in your change. We love hearing your stories. This is Top Liberty Coins, and this was part 1 of our deep dive series on the 2013 D Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a massive story. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll go even deeper into hidden varieties, shocking auction results, and expert tips to help you turn your pocket change in.